Alrighty, I hope everybody has had a good day so far today. We are going to go ahead and get started. You will need a Canvas tab today, so if you do not have one pulled up, go ahead and open one. Alrighty. If you're just joining us, you will need a Canvas tab today. All of the things we are doing today will be in Canvas. Move all of this stuff out the way. Alrighty, so we should be ready to go. Can we see my screen? Let me know in the chat. Yes, great. All right, so what we are doing today, we are going to start our new unit on the geologic time scale. So the way we get to our activities today, we are going to click modules, and we are going to go to our new module, which is geologic time scale. Now, if your modules look like this, and they're just kind of all over the place and you have to scroll for a while, if you press the little caret, it will close those off for you, so you only have to see the one that we're currently working in. So we're going to start here today. Today is Thursday the 27th with geologic time scale. All right, so if you notice, we have three things that we are doing today. Today is very much so one of those self-paced explorative days. We're going to look at some vocabulary, we're going to intro to our subject matter, and then we are going to do a interactive annotation of a text. So we're going to start off with looking at our vocabulary. With our vocabulary activity today, we have two options. I know some people really liked the Quizlet activity we did last week, and then some people kind of didn't. They struggled with it. So this week we are going to have two different options. So, and you only have to do one. You do not have to do two. You only have to do one. So option one is going to be our Quizlet. So if you click here, it's going to open this Google Doc for you. It'll make you make a copy, and you can open this Google Doc. So if you click here, where it's hyperlinked here, or if you click the picture, it will take you to our new Quizlet set for geologic timescale. So just like the last time, we're going to play the activities. We can do any of the study options. We can also do any of the play options. You can do one task up to 2 times. So say you wanted to do the test and you got, say, a 50 the first time because the words are new to you, and you took a screenshot of that, but then wanted to play it again after you played some of the other games and you improved to 100. You can use both of those screenshots to count as 2 separate screenshots, and then you would just play something else, but you can't do the same activity 3 times. So once you have your screenshots, I've made you a little template. You're just going to paste your screenshots into these little sections. They will expand when you put your screenshots in there so that they can fit with your pictures. Once you are finished, you are going to, whoop, too many tabs open today. Once you are finished, you are going to turn it into this assignment. So you're going to hit submit. You're going to go find it in your Google Drive. It should say GTS Quizlet, and you are going to submit it. Now, option 2 is that we do vocabulary squares. And so if you click this Google document, it will open up your template if that's the one you decide that you want to do. For this one, we are going to look at the definitions, you're going to find a picture online. You can literally Google it and then press images and it will pop up some pictures for you. And then you're going to use find a fact about the term. And you can, if you decide that you want to use the Quizlet, you can use the Quizlet option to put the definitions in. They're the exact same words that are on Quizlet, and then you just find you a picture and then do your sentence is what we are going to do with that one. And then once you are finished with that, you would submit it also to this assignment. It should be in your Google Drive. It should also say GTS vocabulary squares, I think is what it says. So that is going to be task 1. We're going to get to know some of our vocabulary. Once we are finished with task 2, we're going to click the next button at the bottom. If you want to go back to modules, you can do that, but it's literally sequenced for you, so you don't have to do all of that. So step 2 is going to be our Edpuzzle. And for those of us that are not familiar with Edpuzzle is a software tool that we use that it shows you like YouTube videos or a video that I make, and it asks you questions and lets you answer the questions as you watch the video. I asked everybody yesterday to make sure that you were in my Google Classroom because that's where it pulls your enrollment in that class and puts you into the Edpuzzle. So I've already assigned everybody their Edpuzzle. So once you click this, it might pop up with my teacher version. It might. It is. Once you click it, it will pop up. This is the video that we are watching today. It's going to ask you to sign in with Google. So if you click the button that says sign in with Google, you are already attached to this assignment if you have signed in for my Google Classroom. If you have not, please put that in the chat so that way I can get you the link so you can join the Google Classroom and be able to complete this assignment. After you finish watching the video, it will tell you the score that you got from answering the questions, and that score is the score you are going to get for this assignment. Okay? Alrighty. So then our next step and our last step is now that we've watched the video, we've learned a little bit about our vocabulary, we're going to actually look at a text today. So if you click this Google document, it's going to open for you. And it's going to open this document for you. And what we are going to do is answer the questions that are in the margins. Our directions up here say, as you read the passage below, answer the questions in the box on the right. Highlight the source of your answer in the passage with the color that matches the question. So this is our version of annotation that we would normally do in class. So number 1 says, why do earth scientists need a geologic timescale? Well, I would come up with the answer and I would type my answer there. If this is the sentence that prompted me or helped me figure out the answer to that question, I'm going to highlight it in the same color that the question is. This one is yellow, so I would highlight it yellow. So that tells me when I go back and grade yours that this is where you got your answer from. Okay? There are 6 questions that are like that we will answer. They go down here. There's 6 questions. And then the 7th question uses the information that is in this chart to answer these questions. How many eons do you see? How many eras do you see? And how many periods do you see? And so we're just going to answer those 3 questions. It'll be a number that you type right there. And once you are finished with that one, you are going to turn it into this assignment. So it's literally all that we are doing today. That's it. So does anybody have questions? If you have questions, please go ahead and type them in the chat. All right, so once again, if you are having trouble getting into Edpuzzle, that means that you may not be attached to my Google Classroom. So go ahead and send me a message letting me know, and I will be able to add you to the class. If there are no questions, we are seriously having a work day today. So that's all we are doing. We are working on those 3 assignments and we are submitting them today. Just keep in mind that if we don't get those quite finished today, then it's fine. But just know that after midnight tonight, it's going to put a 0 in the grade book for you. You can still turn it in. I will still grade it, but just know that it is going to put 1 in for you. So make sure that you are keeping up, that we go ahead and knock out these 3 assignments and get them done. All right, if there are no more questions, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys get started. If you have questions, feel free to go ahead and